The 120 train is now coming down to load. Please notice that each ticket does have an assigned seat printed on it. This is the lighted cardboard to the downhill gate near the cafe, and the legible cardboard to the gate near the waiting room. The current temperature on the summit of Pikes Peak is 24 degrees, with a wind chill of 10 degrees. Due to large crowds along the lines of the summit, we recommend that you use the restrooms here before you depart. And if you're hungry or thirsty, please get something at our cafe and take it on the train. When your engineer and conductor are ready, all aboard!
Now you may not have noticed at the station, this is not an ordinary railway. This is what is called a cog railway. Cog is not an abbreviation for something, it's a kind of gear. Underneath this train, we have four 855 cubic inch Cummins turbocharged diesel engines. Each of our engines is driving through its own transmission to a pair of these big gears which fit into the middle of our track. If you've seen our track, you may have noticed the two rows of teeth. If you haven't seen our track yet, you'll have the opportunity later. We're one of about 40 cog railways in the world. The one you're riding on today is the world's highest, and we climb the most. There's another one on Mount Washington in New Hampshire, which is the oldest. There's one in Michigan, which is the newest and shortest, and it actually goes down into a hole in the ground. Most of them are over in Europe, specifically Switzerland, where our equipment is built. And we go through a couple of small towns. The first one is called Manitou. Manitou is Native American for laughing or dancing waters. And coming up there on the 3-seat side is a waterfall called Manitou Falls, and the town may have gotten its name from this piece of water. Anybody on the train today in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul? Ours is higher than yours. And yes, we're at 8,000 feet right now.
See the way that little gears fit in there.
Now, the advantage of a cog railway is we can climb steep hills. Now, you may have thought, we've been on some steep hills already. Well, guess what? The steepest ones are yet to come. In fact, the next hill we go up is called a 25% grade. What that means is for every 100 feet we go, at the same time we're going to climb 25 feet. That'll give you another way to look at that. In a moment, the front of this train will be 3 stories higher than the back of this train. The two outside rails on our track are called standard gauge, 54.5 inches apart, like the mainline railroads in this country, but we just use these two rails for guidance and balance. Now, this piece of track used to go to the Halfway House Hotel. The hotel was torn down about 100 years ago, but if you'd like to see a picture of what it looked like, I can show it to you on our trip down. Now I'd like to welcome you to the little mountain town of Ruxton Park, Colorado. In the summertime, it still has a population of 2. The Smith family live in the little white house here on the 3-seat side. They work for the city of Colorado Springs up here. They come up here in the summer and live. They take care of a little stone building off in the distance, which is a hydroelectric power plant, one of 4 operated by the city. This is the oldest. Now, in the wintertime, they got to come up here all the time. There's a little job they have to do. Up here, they're measuring Lion Creek. Then that water will go into a pipeline and it feeds the reservoir on the other side of this hill. Then later, that water will go down through the power plant and generate some electricity. The snow we see on the mountain today, if you're in the area very long, you might be drinking some of that later in a glass of water. It doesn't take long around here to go from mountainside to tabletop. They have to walk. But as we pass this building up here, take a good look at it. Because it is sitting perfectly straight and level, you can see how much this train is really climbing. Now, a couple of hills over, you're going to see a hillside over there with no trees on it, and what looks like it's got steps cut in it. That's actually a gold mine that's located in Cripple Creek, Colorado. Now, they've been mining gold out of that mountain over there since 1890. They've already taken out over $10 billion worth of gold, and they're currently mining at a rate of over $1 million worth every day, even today. Then they got